What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're doing another What's Sold video. Let's beat this dead horse as much as we can. If you're still enjoying them and you're still watching them, then I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I do like to do a recap of the weekend just because that's when we get the most sales. So first up, this is Friday. We got a Wii controller inbox, sold for $14.99 plus the postage. I put a price value of around £2 on that because it came as a massive bundle. I'll leave the best till last on this section at least. We got this Burberry check shirt. Paid £4 for a charity shop, and I didn't notice there was a massive ink stain down the front, so that's hampered the price massively. So it sold for $14.99 plus the postage. When you see Burberry for £4, you get excited, you know what I'm saying? Next up, if you've been watching my videos, you'll see these are called grinders, I believe. Yep, grinders, boots. I thought they were men's, they're actually women's, size 8. And these have sold for £39 plus the postage. If you remember, I got them for £8 at the car boot sale. Next up, this is only Friday's section that I'm doing right now, and this is already sell of the weekend, 100% hands down, not even close. So I was on Vinted, I was scrolling through, and I realised that they sell bowls on there. So, you know, old people's bowls, lawn bowls, whatever they're called, carpet bowls. Yeah, and I didn't realise they sold them on there. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know I picked up some Henselite Tiger bowls for £25 and sold them for £250 within an hour or two of listing. These ones I found on Vinted. I'll try and find a screenshot and I'll get it put on the screen for you. I paid £74.20. I think the buyer accepted a £70 offer, and I think postage was £4, something like that. I'll show you the screenshot. And these are Thomas Taylor, and they're green. They're called Taylor Vector. They got a little picture of a rhino on there. These were listed for less than an hour. I had 3 watchers. 2 people messaged me, and a guy explained to me he wanted to know whether they were a straight line or whether they were curved. I don't know. I have no idea. So I just messaged him saying, look, I pick all my, I source all my products from different areas, etc. I wouldn't be able to adequately answer your message, but I would be willing to be interested in offers because he asked about offers. Anyway, he offered me $225, and I said, listen, they've been listed for an hour. I already had another guy who was interested, said $240, take them. So he paid £240. So £240, I'm going to take home about £210 of that after fees, postage, etc. And I paid £75. So that's a profit of around £135, and I didn't even leave my house. Picked them up off Vinted, got them delivered, took some pictures, and they're gone. Happy days. What's happening, everyone? Welcome back. It's Monday morning. We sold the Fred Perry polo shirt, double XL. I would have paid about £4 for this, £4.50 maybe, and that sold for £15 plus the postage. I'm going to try and get through these pretty quickly today. We've got some Next 36R. These are khaki cargo shorts from Next. This was in the massive bundle that I bought for £75, so this would have cost me about 20p, and this is sold for £7 plus the postage. This one's a great sale, pretty recent pickup. I paid £2 for this at a charity shop when I was out with my brother. And this sold for $29.99 plus the postage. I paid £2 for this because it's on a Gildan tag or one of those like generic tags like Fruit de Loom, etc. It's actually a tour t-shirt from Dave when he did his tour 2019, 2021, something like that. I went to go and see him in Manchester. I didn't pick up one of these t-shirts. They were about, I want to say the t-shirts were like $20.25 and the hoodies were like $50.55, something like that. So I bought this t-shirt for £2 and sold it for $29.99 plus the postage. Tour t-shirts are really good. They usually sell pretty quickly and pretty well. This one's another great sale. I picked this up from a charity shop for 20p, 50p, something like that. Ugh. And it is an Adidas Rita Ora beanie hat. Paid about, I would say no more than 50p, and this is sold for £20 plus the postage. Next up, another one from that big £75 bundle from the charity shop. This would have cost me 20p, and this sold for £6 plus the postage. Again, these aren't setting the world alight, but they are trickling through nicely now. So next up, is a sale from the basically there's a guy on my Instagram group with Karim, and he was selling off a bunch of stock. I paid £1,100 for it, and this is one of the sales from it. This sold for £24.99 plus the postage. Obviously not crazy money, but it is start of the recuperation of some of the costs. In fact, there is actually quite a few sales from that bundle of stuff that I purchased off him. Next up, and again from that bundle, is some weightlifting, powerlifting Adidas trainers. These are size 7, and they sold for £29.99 plus the postage on eBay. So again, from that same bundle that I bought off the guy, these sold for £37 plus the postage. So we are starting to make some money back, or get some money back for that now. This one was a nice quick one. I picked this up for £2.99 from a charity shop, and this sold for £15 plus the postage. That would have sold for in less than 2 months. 2 weeks, sorry, 2 weeks. It was pretty quick. So another one, shout out to Kirsty Resells, I think it is, on Instagram. She did a story where she basically buys, she power searches through like maybe 20 minutes, maybe an hour. I'll leave a picture of her Instagram here, go and follow her. She basically is on Vinted and buys a bunch of stuff, and I saw that she picked up some Cloud9 stuff. So I have already picked up one hairdryer for £15, and the little bit on the back here was missing. I sold that for £50. I bought this one for £23 all in with the postage, and this is sold for £69.99 plus the postage. So there is some decent money to be made on Vinted, as you'll have seen from Friday's section of this video, where I picked up those bowls for 75 and then sold them for 240. Another Vinted flip. Honestly, Vinted to eBay, whoo, it's been doing bits for me. I picked these up for £5 plus the postage, so I'm about £7, £58 all in. I'll say £8 for the sake of the video. And she messaged me after I purchased them and said, oh, I've just noticed that there's a little nick on the heel, which wasn't in the description. I said, it's perfectly fine. As you can see there, it's just a little nick there. They took a little while to sell, maybe a month, and they've sold for £30 plus the postage. So that is £8 into 30. And that's on eBay as well. Right, now, something I was actually going to throw these away. So I picked these up again in that bundle of stuff I purchased from the guy on WhatsApp. He had a bunch of these disposable cameras. I was going to throw in the bin. The wife was like, no, they will sell. And they have sold. So we have one sale here at £9.99. We have another one, which is 2 altogether. And I did an offer there, is £16 for the 2. Saves on postage. And we sold another one for £9.99 plus the postage. I believe there is one more that is sold. I sent an offer out at £7. I was just trying to clear them, get them through, but the buyer hasn't paid yet, so that is on the back burner at the minute. This was an interesting sale. It has taken a little while. I want to say 3-4 months maybe. Sony DVD rewriter mini disc, 8cm DVD. I paid £3 for it, and it sold for £21 on offer plus the postage. As you can see there, it is open kind of, but they're all still sealed inside. Next up, I'll show you the Vinted. So on the Vinted ones, we sold these for £40 all in. I picked these up from a car boot sale for £3, so £40 from free, and obviously you don't get those fees on Vinted. So incredible sale there, 40 quid. We picked these up from a car boot sale as well. You will have seen it in a video if you're watching them. This one I picked up for £4 from the car boot. Really good condition. There was a few marks on here, but yeah, sole wise they're basically like new. These are sold for £24.99 on Vinted. Again, no fees. Right, this is a Vinted to Vinted flip, this one. So Hoka. These were, I can't remember what brand it was, sorry, 2 seconds. They're Rincon free. I picked these up for, I want to say it was £15, and they sold on Vinted for £39.99, yeah, and 0 fees. So that's a really nice sale, that one. And then just as I was in the middle of recording, popped up on Vinted another pair of Adidas Terex shoes, waterproof trial. These ones are really nice, good condition. This again is from the bundle of stock that I purchased from the guy on WhatsApp, and these have sold for £34.99 again on Vinted, no fees, etc. That's a brilliant sale. So all in all, it was a half decent weekend. Vinted really picked up for me. Shout out to iResell Stuff. He shouted at me a lot when we went to the Milton Keynes meetup, told me to get on Zip Sale, start cross listing onto Vinted. I listed like 250 items within the space of 5 days, and obviously I've made some sales there. We have made some sales there in the week that you won't have seen. So I'll quickly just let you know. So in the balance now for Vinted, so if you don't use Vinted, you should. But basically what they do is they put you in a holding bracket, and then when the item gets delivered, it'll go into the balance. So at the moment I have £107 in my balance, and then 159 pending balance. So once those items have been delivered, i.e. some of the ones there today, that'll all go through to the balance. So I'm about £260 on Vinted this weekend, which is really good. Super happy with that, considering I wasn't really posting on Vinted, or I was posting very sporadically and I wasn't getting many sales. So yeah, shout out to DJ Harry, I resell stuff for that. Yeah, so just for anyone that is interested, I've quit my full-time, well, my part-time full-time job at Planet Donut, where I was working doing delivery driving, and now I do this full-time, which is a little bit scary. I've been a little bit sort of up and down, a little bit stressed about it, just because, you know, this is an added income when you're working, and then when you're not working, this is the income, and it gets a little bit more stressful. I've been a little bit more sort of scatty. Some of the videos you'll have noticed I've missed a couple of days here and there, just because I'm trying to focus a little bit more on the reselling side again. I've tried to focus somewhat on making some content, so I've been doing like the mystery boxes, etc. Now they're great fun, and there is profit to be made, but there's a lot of work involved, and not huge gains. You know, realistically, most people are getting rid of the stock, so if they're getting rid of the stock, it's i.e. it's slow sellers, small sizes, etc. There's always a couple in there that are half decent, but focusing more on the YouTube like content has actually made my eBay decline a little bit, because I've been focusing more on that. So I'm going to try my best to ignore that and just continue doing the what sold videos on the Wednesday. Car boot and charity shops, I'm going to try and get into some more charity shops and do some videos there. But yeah, I really need to knuckle down now on full time and really push to make sure that this works. So I just want to say thank you very much to everybody who's watched the video. Really appreciate it. Sorry it's a long one today. Thank you very much. Have a good week. See you later.